My heart skipped a beat. The sharp scent of burned rubber stung my nose, accompanied by the growl of the noticeably weary engine. My driver was overtaking a car at 200 kilometers an hour, in a beaten-up, grey Volkswagen I had matched with at the airport. I clenched onto the handle, as if it'd do any good. Despite the winter chill in Berlin, I felt only a moment ago I was sweating in the middle of the Autobahn. Not just from the near collision of my Uber driver, but because of my destination, headquarters of Auto One. Auto One is a multi-billion-dollar company that facilitates online trade of used cars. It's also where I held my first formal board position, though as an observer, in my career. A few weeks earlier, I had entered the rather dimly lit boardroom and grabbed a Schnittchen, an open sandwich that was too dry for my tastes, before sitting down for the hours of discussion ahead. Surrounded by industry veterans, advising boards of Lufthansa and Volkswagen, my only chance of adding any value to the discussion was to do considerable work ahead of time. After the routine financial updates for the quarter, we moved quickly to the critical agenda point on the next stage of the business. The two co-founders, Christian and Hakan, navigated the discussion with charisma and data you'd come to expect from veteran founders, addressing the pointed questions from the board with clarity. The conclusion was one we had predicted before the meeting began: more capital to fuel the next stage of growth, even after the hundreds of millions Softbank had already invested into the business. A few days after the meeting, the C-suite asked me to fly out to Berlin to work directly with the team on fundraising, so I packed my bags. As my Uber driver swung onto Bergmannstrasse, I unclenched my hand from the handle. With relief, I stepped out of the car, headed to the now familiar cafe to order a flat white. I took the first sip for a brief moment of calm before addressing the elephant in my mind. Should we be doubling down? Venture investment requires judgment. There should be a clear thesis on why and how a company will generate outsized returns for investors. At Softbank, the stakes were hundreds of millions of dollars to fund. Yet decisions had to be made with incomplete information, and consequences were hard to reverse.